So your Shopify store is growing, and that's awesome. But if you're like a lot of sellers, that growth comes with some serious logistical headaches. Well, today we're going to untangle all of that. We're going to show you how to master Shopify's multi-location shipping, turning that chaos into a smooth, automated system.
Does this sound familiar? Your business is expanding. Maybe you've got a warehouse in the US, another one down in Australia, or you're working with a fulfillment partner like Wefulfil, a company that handles all your packing and shipping for you. But now, all of a sudden, orders are a total mess, fulfillment feels chaotic, and you're spending way more time fixing shipping problems than actually growing your business. It's a great problem to have, for sure, but man, is it a headache.
But here's the really good news. You don't need some super complex, expensive app to sort this out. The solution is already built right into your Shopify admin. You just need to know where to look and how to use it. And that's exactly what we're going to walk through today. Okay, so let's properly define the problem we're solving here. We can call it the multi-location challenge. It's that exact moment when your success and growth start to create some serious logistical complexity. It's a good problem to have, but it definitely needs a solid solution. And look, the stakes are pretty high here. Every single order that gets sent from the wrong warehouse costs you. It costs you an extra shipping fees, it creates delays for your customer, and worst of all, it starts to chip away at the trust you've worked so hard to build. Getting this right isn't just about being efficient, it's about protecting your brand.
All right, so how do we start to fix this? Let's start with your international orders. The first tool we're going to pull out of our toolkit is called geo-based routing. It basically uses your customer's location to automatically send the order to the right place. It is incredibly powerful and so simple.
The idea here is actually simple, but it's brilliant. Shopify just takes a peek at your customer's shipping address and bam, without you having to lift a finger, it assigns the order to the warehouse that you've already designated for that country. No manual work, no guesswork, it just happens.
And here's a perfect way to picture it. An order comes in from California, Shopify zips it right over to your US warehouse. A customer orders from Sydney. It's automatically routed to your location in Australia. It's just a clean, simple rule that works for you 24/7.
So how do you set it up? It's just 3 quick steps. First, you're going to head to your settings and then shipping and delivery. Now, the second step is the most important one. You have to make sure each of your warehouses is set up as its own distinct fulfillment location. Once that's done, you just assign each of those locations to a specific shipping zone, which is really just Shopify's fancy term for a group of countries you've put together. And that's it.
Okay, that handles international. But what if you have more than one warehouse serving the same country? This is where our next solution comes into play: location priority. This is your go-to tool for getting smart about domestic fulfillment.
This is a super common scenario. Maybe you've got an East Coast and a West Coast warehouse in the States. Well, you need a way to tell Shopify, hey, try this one first. This gives you total control over your fulfillment flow and stops inventory from getting pulled all unevenly.
This slide really boils the whole concept down to one simple idea: ranking. You are literally just creating a numbered list for Shopify to follow. If your number 1 spot has the stock, it gets the order. If it doesn't, no problem. Shopify just moves right down the list to number 2, and so on.
And setting this up is just as easy. In your shipping and delivery settings, you're going to look for order routing. From there, you can edit your rules and pick the Use Ranked Locations option. Then you just drag and drop your locations into the order you want them, hit save, and you've just created a powerful new rule for your entire store. So we've covered the big, automated rules. But let's be real, there are always exceptions, right? That brings us to our final and maybe most flexible tool, the manual override. This gives you the ultimate control for those weird, one-off situations.
Just think about it for a second. Maybe your main warehouse is running low on just one item for a big order, but your other location has full up. Or maybe a customer has a really specific request. You don't want to change your entire system for just one order. This lets you make a quick surgical adjustment without messing up your flow. And honestly, it could not be simpler. You just go directly to the order you need to change, click those 3 little dots up in the corner, and hit Change Location. A little drop-down menu will appear, you pick the new fulfillment center, and you are done. Your main rules are completely untouched, but that one special order is now heading to exactly the right spot. All right, let's pull this all together. These 3 methods we just talked about, they aren't just a few separate tricks. They are a complete fulfillment toolkit. You now have tools for automating international shipping, prioritizing domestic orders, and making precise manual changes when you need to. This table sums it all up perfectly. For shipping to different countries, you use the fully automated geo-based routing. For orders within the same country from multiple warehouses, you use the rule-based order routing. And for those one-off special cases, you have full manual control. See how they all fit together? Each one has a very specific and very important job.
And that right there is the big takeaway. Once you implement these settings, you're no longer just reacting to shipping problems. You are proactively designing your logistics flow. You are in the driver's seat, making sure every single order gets out the door smoothly and efficiently.
So now that your order flow is a well-oiled machine, and you've just freed up a ton of your time and resources, the only real question left is, what's next? What other part of your business are you going to focus on and optimize for even more success?